Good morning. This is my analysis on June 12, 2026, and it's Friday today. So let's start with dollar index. Since here I've been wanting price to touch this liquidity level, which it did yesterday. Even my yesterday's analysis was that we have a C3 in FVG zone, and I'm expecting to price at least touch this, which it did. And we can see a strong reaction from it, a really strong reaction. And what price did is it also sweep this high, it also take out this liquidity. If we go on 4 hour, we can see that there is an FVG. An FVG means that there's enough bearish momentum for the price to continue lower, which there is. So for dollar index, I'm bearish. For now, I don't know what the targets will be. What I'm expecting is something like this, price to go down till these levels, or maybe it could just come till here and then go up. It's really hard for me to tell the targets for this. Or eventually maybe it could come down to this because this is a swing low. So we'll have to wait and watch what's the next move for DXY, but it's bearish today for sure. It's better to look for shorts rather than for sell. So I'll be marking it as red. Now AU, our yesterday's analysis was expecting a C2 here and then price to reach at least to this and sweep. And then it has two options. Either it can sweep and come down, or it can just break out and go up. So I really like this C2. It took up the liquidity. We have a C2. And if we go to 4 hour, we have a FVG and a really big candle. So an FVG tells me that there is bullish momentum. There's enough bullish momentum for price to continue up. And I'll be looking for these levels, for this zone, for the price to react. So either it could just break and go up, or it could just come down from it. It all depends on DXY, what dollar index does. So for today, I'm bullish on this. So for bullish, okay, my reason for being bullish, do we have a daily POI? Yes, we have a swing, and there's also a kind of FPG here. I'm sorry, this is the FPG. This is the FPG. Yeah, there's an FPG, there's a swing point, and we get a C2. So we only need either one. So, but here we have both. So we have FPG in swing point, we have a C2 or C3, we have a C2 here. So both ticks out. Let's go on 4 hour. On 4 hour, do we have a FPG? Yes, we have a bullish FPG. Do we have a C2 or C3? No, we don't have a C2 or C3 yet. So there, if this candle closes back up, gives me a C2, and which I can confirm with a 15-minute CIST, then I can long till here. Or I'll have to wait throughout the day, but I'll only take trade in this zone. So this is for today, and it matches with dollar index. Because dollar index took out this liquidity, we have a strong reaction, and it's opposite. We took out the liquidity and we have a strong reaction. GJ for me, for now, it's just choppy. Yesterday we were looking for a sweep of yesterday's low and close back up, which it did. We can see here. I was looking for sweep of uh sweep of this and tap it to FVG. This was not a C2. This was not a C2. This was a C3. So technically, this is a good trade to take till here. But it's outside the time the trade occurred at 2:30 at night, so I cannot take it. But for today, uh, I can see that there is a C2 into an FVG. So if I if I use daily POI, we have a uh, bullish FVG. We have an FVG. And do we have a C2 or C3? We have a C2. So daily checks out. Let's go on 4 hour. On 4 hour, we have a tiny FVG, which we can see here, which is also valid. So the best move will be price to wait to come here, give me a C2 or C3, and then I can take a long, and which will make sense because let's say instead of buying here, it's better to buy here, keep a stop loss here, and then target this. So I'll have a bigger risk reward rather than taking this or this. So if I get a trade in this FPG level, I will take it for sure. So I'm marking it as. And also there is this liquidity, which is a drawn liquidity, and this is a sweep. So technically, I'm thinking GJ will continue going up, although it's not really clean, but I think it will continue going up, breaking this and eventually reaching to this main liquidity level. EJ, no, EJ, I can see nothing. It was a sweep, and this is a drawn liquidity for now. Drawn liquidity means where the price, I think, can approach first. But there's no sweep, and there's no FPG and bullish FPG. So there is no daily POI for me to react on. So for that reason, I'm out of this. Let's talk about EU. This was the swing. It took this swing, it swept this swing low, but we didn't get a trade here. There was no FPG. But for yesterday, it did not sweep any um, FPG, or it did not sweep this low. So I was waiting for it to sweep this and then go up. So if yesterday's candle would have been something like this, then I could have thought about going long today into this FPG and then buy it till, I don't know, till what, till maybe till this, or eventually till this. This is a drawn liquidity and this is a drawn liquidity. Yeah, so there's no POI, there's no daily POI for me to act on this. So I'll just wait on this. GU same. Yesterday was a bullish C2, but no POI, no bullish FEG, no sweep of this low, nothing. There's this drawn liquidity open. So I'm expecting price to eventually reach this, but there's no setup for me on daily time frame here. UCAD was really good. For yesterday's, my analysis was I will wait for price to come into this FVG and I will long till here, which happened. Price come into this FVG and it pumped, but I did not get any C2 and I did not get any C3. So although my daily direction was good, my daily analysis was good, but 4 hour did not represent any setup. So this was a really good opportunity, but not a really good trade for me. So I cannot enter that. For today, this is a really good reaction of the sweep which I was waiting since here. So we sweep the high, we get a really good wick which shows rejection, but there is no C2 here. If there would have been a C2 like this, and there would have been a FPG which there is, then I could have shorted, but there's no daily setup for me here. So I will wait for Friday to close down, which will give me a C3, and then I can short it. But for today, nothing. For USD CHF, we are in a FPG, but there is no setup for me. So what the best thing I can do is I can wait for today to give me a C2, sweep this, go up, give me C2, which will give me a daily POI plus C2 setup, which is daily POI will be FPG and uh, a C2. So I can trade C3 till this liquidity level because it's still open, this liquidity level, and eventually to this one. So this is still open. If I get a C2 today, on Monday, I can look for entry on 4 hour if I have a FPG on 4 hour till here. But for today, there's no setup for me. UJ has been really choppy. It's up a lot of wicks. It's just random price action. I don't understand this at all. I don't see any reason. For me, the best thing is price goes here, reacts really good, gives me a C2 or C3, and then I can sell it. Or this will be my swing point. Price comes here, sweeps this, and gives me C2, C3. I can long till here. So this will be my best. There's also an FPG here. So this will be my best uh, opportunity to trade either at this level or at this level. But anything inside of this is choppy for me. And for gold, I was expecting price to take this liquidity, which it did. So this was a drawn liquidity, but now it's a sweep. We get a really good C2 here. And we really have a really good 4 hour FPG here. So for daily POI, we have a swing point, we have a C2. So both are done for 4 hour. We have a FVG. Yep. But we don't have a C2 or C3 yet. So if this candle in 1 hour 15-minute closes gives me a C2, then I can long it, obviously after confirming with 15 minutes CST, or maybe next candle or maybe next candle. So it's a really good setup for long. And for targets, I think this will be a really good target. The reason being it's a lower high in 4 hour. And also there's an FVG here. So I'm expecting price to reach this, take out this FVG, sweep this high, and then go down. If it wants to, or either it can just go up and break to the upside. But for targets, I will target this zone. Let's look at calendar as well. For today, there's just 11:30 a.m. GDP month on month for pound. So we need to be careful for pound pairs, which is our GBP JPY. The price could react at 11:30. So I don't think there will be any trade on GDP. But if I get a trade, then I'll be careful. And also this is a I will manage my trade here because this is a drawn liquidity on 4-hour time frame. So I'll be looking for these three pairs. AU and gold are giving same setup. And GJ is um, I like the daily time frame of GJ, but I don't think I will get a trade here today. But let's be hopeful and wait for the setup. But I think AU and gold will give a trade easily, maybe in the maybe next 4-hour close or something. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll make a weekly review and things I learned this week and trades I missed this week and what can I learn from them and how can I manage my mistakes and not repeat it in future. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.